Jenny Evans, and I'm here to help you go from feeling overworked, overwhelmed, and overstressed to on fire, on purpose, and on your game. Guess what people name as the #1 barrier to making change? It's not time. It's not knowing what to do. It's willpower. No! It's the ability to resist short-term temptations in order to achieve long-term goals. It's the energy that it takes to fight Sneaky Pete and keep him in check. Why do we struggle so much with willpower? It's because based on how your brain actually works, it is a horrible tool for making change. It's scientifically proven. Willpower is a lot like a muscle. The more you use it, the more exhausted it gets. And you might think that you only use willpower to make big choices about big things, but every decision takes precious energy and willpower to accomplish. What time to wake up? Whether to hit the snooze button? Whether to eat breakfast? What to eat? How much? What to wear? Where to park? Whether to say hello to a colleague or pretend to be preoccupied? Whether to answer emails first or write that quarterly report? Which email to answer first? Which to delete? Which to be put in a folder to be addressed later? Where to sit during your 10 o'clock meeting? Whether to eat lunch or work out? Whether to go for lunch, what to order and how much of it you'll eat? Whether to give your honest opinion to your boss or sugarcoat it? Whom to copy on that email? Whether to multitask or doing conference call or concentrate? Whether to answer the phone or let it go voicemail? Who to hire? What time to leave work? Whether to take your usual route home, take the back roads, avoid traffic? What radio station to listen to? What temperature the car should be? Whether to call your mom back now or later? What time to close the change when you know? Whether to go out for dinner, order in, make something? What to order, make how much to eat? Whether to have dessert? Whether to have a beer? Whether to watch TV or get homework done? What show to watch? How long to watch it? Whether to get a snack? What time to bed? Whether to brush your teeth or skip it? Are you exhausted yet? That was only 41 decisions. Now, imagine making 34,959 more every single day. According to the internet, we make about 35,000 decisions per day, and if it's on the internet, it totally has to be true, right? Every choice is an act of willpower, and every act of willpower depletes our willpower reserve. Making decisions wears out our willpower. Today, I'm going to share a better and more effective strategy that literally makes change a no-brainer. You're not even going to have to think about what it is that you're trying to do. This is going to make it easy and automatic. It's also going to get rid of the stress of the did I, didn't I? And not only will this help you to optimize your chemistry and your resiliency, it'll also improve your health, your sleep, your productivity, and your energy. And willpower is also the energy that it takes to overpower Sneaky Pete. Hey. Remember Sneaky Pete? He's the primitive part of our brain that's reactive and emotional. He's lazy. He doesn't care about the future. He's all about habit and routine, and he always wants the easiest default option. He's kind of like a toddler, a drunk frat boy, and a donkey all rolled into one. I mean, all day long, he's telling you to choose the easiest default option that results in the most pleasure right now. Things like eating more, skipping your workout, surfing the web instead of finishing that report, telling your boss what you really think, having that second or fourth cocktail. This is why our willpower muscle gets exhausted and doesn't work. Here's your secret weapon against willpower and Sneaky Pete. Optimal default. No, really, it's going to be that amazing. When my daughter was young, she had a shelf in the cupboard that was her snack shelf, and she had the complete freedom to choose anything off that shelf that her little heart desired. Little did she know, it was filled with healthy options, and every single one of those was an optimal default. Set yourself up so that you don't have to use willpower in the first place. To spend less time sitting, use a standing workstation or create a walking workstation. Take out all the chairs in the meeting room. Put the things that you use on a regular basis far away from where you're sitting. Schedule walking meetings. Park in the worst, or best, spot in the parking lot and set a timer on your phone or computer to remind you to just get up and move. To eat moderately, use smaller bowls, plates, cups, utensils, and glasses. And try to eat with no distraction. Otherwise, you'll just keep on eating until the food is gone, or you'll end up eating a puzzle piece. Yes, that really happened once or twice. And try not to eat at your desk. To eat more fruit and vegetable, move them from the drawer of forgetfulness in the refrigerator to front and center. Then put tempting foods down into the drawer of forgetfulness. Bring them as your only option as snacks to work. Buy them already cut up and ready to go. Get a really good dip like hummus or salsa or tzatziki, which is a Greek yogurt-based dip. Any type of tasty, low-fat or healthy dip. And put vegetables on your plate first, especially if you're going through a buffet. To eat less junk food, don't buy it. Keep it in a really out-of-the-way place. Don't eat out of the bag or the box. Pre-portion it ahead of time. Or eat it from a wine glass or some sort of smaller receptacle. To get more exercise, join a social group that's centered around exercise. Find something that you actually enjoy doing. Get yourself a workout partner. Pack everything the night before so it's ready to go in the morning. Keep a spare set of workout clothes in your car. Always take the stairs. A study at a Canadian hospital found that when doctors took the stairs, it saved them an average of 15 minutes every day. Elevators are actually not that more efficient because they have to stop on different floors to let people in and out, and there's often long wait times during peak periods. On Sundays, grab your calendar and figure out your workout schedule for the week. Use a microburst at the start of every meeting. To eat more whole grains, just simply switch to a whole grain version of something that you already eat. So maybe cereals, breads, pastas, crackers, and look for the actual words whole grain on the label. In the United States, only foods where all of the grains are whole and have at least 8 grams of one or more whole grains can use that label. To eat breakfast more often. It doesn't have to be a full-on meal. You can start with just a really small snack. That could be a few spoonfuls of yogurt. It could be one piece of fruit. It could just be nut butter on a piece of toast or a handful of nuts. If you find yourself forgetting to eat regularly, set a recurring alarm to remind yourself. Keep healthy snacks and foods in sight. And maybe get yourself a snack buddy where each week you take turns bringing snacks and then holding each other accountable. Guess what time it is? For better sleep, set your alarm for the actual real time that you have to wake up in the morning. Don't use your snooze alarm. And then set that alarm across the room, not next to your bed where you can easily reach over and hit that snooze button. We know more about health and science than any time in history. And yet, we're sicker and more overweight. What's the deal? Is it that we have less willpower? No. Our environments have shifted dramatically in the last 150 years away from physical labor, both in our jobs as well as how much effort it takes to prepare food. We now have these environments that are just geared towards convenience and ease. And when you put that together with the fact that we are hardwired to move as little as possible and to eat as much as we can while we can, it all wears out our willpower. But environments full of optimal defaults literally make change a no-brainer. Huh? So, what are 1 or 2 optimal defaults that you'll put into place to make change a no-brainer?